If you haven't asked it yet, you most certainly will in the days to come. You are growing up in a day and age where the answer is not very clear because the world has 1,000 different ways to measure your worth. Your hairstyle. Which flavor of Axe for the guys will smell the best? Pro tip, get a different name for your cologne. None of them smell the best. Your shoes, your socks, the phone you have, your ability to play sports or not play sports, your gaming device, the controller you use on your gaming device. Which social media app shall I use today? How will I use it? My Chromebook, who you sit with at lunch or church. Everything you see around you is telling your worth in the beginning. From bragging, cheating, lying, foul-mouthed individuals, and turn them into humble, strong, steadfast men of God. You see, when you use the Jesus properties as the determining factor for worth, everything changes. We call those Jesus properties the fruits of the Spirit, and you know them well. I've heard you sing about them for years. Love, joy, peace, gentleness, kindness, patience, goodness, faithfulness, self-control. And what's so amazing about these is that the more you give them to other people, the more valuable they make you. Aaron. You have one of the most creative minds I've ever encountered. But more importantly than that, your ability to be a friend to people is what separates you from the rest of the pack. Countless times I've watched you buy snacks for people after school without giving it a second thought. You just kind of always seem to know the right kind of friend to be to the right person at the right time. Thank you. Abby, for some odd reason, the very first time you came to school, you were sitting right next to my desk. Now, I can't remember why, but in my mind I was thinking, what's wrong with her? Who sits next to the teacher? Over the next weeks and months, I found out why. It became your sole responsibility to steal everything on my desk. She would look at me and reach over and take the stapler, my pen that I was writing with out of my hand, and whatever else she could get her hands on. Next time I have a desk and I look at it and I see everything there, I'm going to remember you. And then I'm going to get on my knees and pray for the next teacher that you're sitting next to. And maybe I'll email them and say, just get 2 of everything. You'll be better that way. Thanks for your friendship, Abby. Eileen, you're the type of person that used to drive me crazy. You know, the kind of person that can put a person in their place with the sweetest smile on their face and make you think she's doing you a favor by putting you in her place, in your place. There's a strength in you that I don't think very many people know about yet, and I'm not even sure that you do. Your strength is lifting people up and making them feel like $1,000,000, just like Jesus did. People are going to follow you for that, Eileen, and don't be afraid to lead them. Amy, without a doubt, this school is a better place because you're here. I don't think you realize how much of a positive influence you are on all your classmates and your teachers. I don't ever remember seeing you without a smile on your face. Well, maybe now. I don't know if you're smiling or not. Your eyes are smiling. You have this gift of encouragement that you share with everybody. You see what the needs of others are long before they even know they need it. What a gift that is. You also have the gift of stealing. You just steal my food and snacks and whatever else you can put in your mouth and eat. A little bit ago, I showed her my tie. It has pretzels on it. She tried to take a bite of it. Thank you for eating all my food, because it made me buy more and it kept it fresh. So I guess it's okay. Oziel, you are a force to be reckoned with. Nobody should take you lightly. It's exciting to watch you figure something out. Your face lights up when you finally whoa, what was that I just learned? Nothing seems to get in the way of whatever you decide is important to you. You love a good joke, and for whatever reason, every once in a while you laugh at mine. I imagine it's just to make me feel good. But mostly, I just appreciate how you jump in and tackle any job that is given to you. Whether it's an easy job or a hard one, it doesn't matter. Your example leads the rest of your classmates and your schoolmates to do the same. So keep leading. Keep doing that. Chris, I don't know if you remember the first time we met, but I do. I was brand new on this campus. You weren't in my classroom. I don't even know which grade you were in at the time, maybe third or fourth, I don't know. But what I remember about that encounter was that you had a ball in your hand, you tossed it to me, I tossed it back, you tossed it to me, I tossed it back, and then you were gone. But what was cool is that nearly every day we tossed that ball. And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but you just always were there. You always tossed the ball, never more than 2 or 3 times, and then you were gone. You just made sure we crossed paths, I think. I was the new person at school. You made me feel like I belonged here. You'll never know how much that meant to me. I know your life sometimes seems like a roller coaster, but don't worry. Jesus is holding on to you for dear life, and he will never let go of you. Thank you for making me welcome. Jaslyn, where are you? What can I say? Actually, quite a bit. I love it when you walk in the classroom, because the classroom is instantly a better place when you come in. Your classmates love having you around. You have an insight into things about life that is in whatever you choose to do in life. Keep your smile on, keep your gentle spirit intact, because the world needs you. Juliet, uncomfortable is a term that I know you are familiar with. It's a feeling that's often associated with fear, uneasiness, apprehension, and it can grow into something that will paralyze a person. But it seems to me that for you, it has brought out a boldness in you that allows you to stand up for what is right. That's a gift from God. The comments you've made, the random questions you ask in class, and boy are they random, have caused me to evaluate what I stand for, because I never looked at it that way. So thank you for making me a better person. June Lily? I gotta be honest, you kind of freaked me out the first time I met you. You walked up to me, your hand was inside your sleeve, kind of bent all out of shape, and it looked like your arm was cut off. And you looked at me and said, "Can you do this?" I didn't know what to say. I said, "No," because your arm really shouldn't bend like that. Since then, you really don't. Okay, you do scare me a little bit still. but not as much. I'll miss your humorous random statements most of all. I call them June Lily-isms. I've been keeping track of them. So I'm just going to read a couple of my favorite, okay? This is just stuff that I hear from you out on the playground or in class or to somebody else that you're talking to. I don't know why you say them, but they make me smile. Here's one. If you act dead, the water will lose interest in you. What? Or, that sounds confusing, let's play. Okay. Or, now you're making me doubt my own existence, Mr. Eberhardt. I'm sorry, June Lily, I didn't mean to do that. But I thank God for putting me into your life, because you're kind of my Proverbs 17:22. And you're going to have to go look that up and see what that means. Maybe you already know. A merry heart doeth good like a medicine. Whenever I feel bad, I find you. I bet you didn't know that, did you? You always make me laugh. Thank you. Cassie, you're so organized, it drives me nuts sometimes. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but because so many times I just felt like I should sit down in your chair, you get up, you just do class, because you'll do it better than me. Maybe I'll just take notes from you sometime. But I love the sense of responsibility you have when you're given a task to do. I love your attention to detail. I'm not a detail person. I think you've probably figured that out. But I'm okay with that. You see, God didn't make us all alike. He made it so that someone like me who's not and someone like you who is can work together to accomplish a lot. I can't wait to see what your life is going to be like in a few years, because I have a feeling, Dad, wherever you are, that she's going to own your company. Yep, you'll be working for her, and there'll be no doubt about it. But what you will be able to do when you own your own company or run your own corporation is you'll be able to share your knowledge, and all your employees will be better because of it. That's awesome. Thank you. Rebecca, when I started teaching middle school, having just finished up, where's Rebecca? Everybody looks the same up here. I just finished up with second graders. And when I got to middle school, I think maybe the first day or two I taught middle school like second grade. But you made me realize, number one, that I better know what I said and why I said it, because you're going to ask me. Number two, I need to treat and speak to sixth graders like sixth graders, not like second graders. Number three, I needed to be more careful about how I said things, because how a person says something is often way more important than what they say. And you taught me those things. Thank you. Life lessons learned from you. So what are you worth? In the end, you were worth nails being pounded through someone's hands. In the end, you are worth nails being pounded through someone's feet. In the end, you are worth someone's back being laid open with lashes. That's what you're worth. And don't ever forget it.
Mr. Eberhardt, can you come back up?
We have a bit of a thank you present for all you've done for us.
Wow, I've never seen a jar that big before.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that part of the program. It's time for the main event. I am Eddie Turner, and it's my privilege and honor to announce the graduates and their awards. So please, I'm going to announce their name, and as they get up, I'm going to go through every single award that they have received. Will all the graduates please stand? Well, just the first row then, says the boss. Cassandra Flores Saravia, Class President, graduating with honors, Presidential Achievement in Education Award recipient, $635 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy, 8-year graduate, Glenview Adventist Academy Excellence in Music Award, Glenview Adventist Academy's Principal Award for Outstanding Leadership. Jaslyn Braza, Class Vice President, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy, Glenview Adventist Academy's Principal Award for Outstanding Leadership. I'm going to say it right. Eileen Diana Duncan, Class Treasurer, Presidential Achievement in Education recipient, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy and Glenview Adventist Academy's Principal Award for Outstanding Leadership. My favorite preacher, Juliet Eshimwe, Class Secretary, graduating with high honors, President's Excellence in Education Award recipient, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy, $300 scholarship from Glenview Adventist Academy to Thunderbird Adventist Academy for second highest class GPA, Glenview Adventist Academy's Principal Award for Outstanding Leadership. Will the second row please stand? Amy Acevis, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy and Glenview Adventist Academy Citizenship Award. You know, a grown man should not have an arch nemesis, but here comes mine. Rebecca Gonzalez. Hold on. Graduating with high honors, President's Excellence in Education Award recipient, $870 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy, $500 scholarship from Glenview Adventist Academy to Thunderbird Adventist Academy for highest class GPA, 8+ year graduate, and Glenview Adventist Academy Citizenship Award. Abby, I'm very proud of you, Haycock. $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy. This This next young man I used to call my little brother until we went on the 8th grade trip and I revoked his license. Aaron Moncrief, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy, music program honorable mention. Third row, please stand. Aziel Perez, graduating with honors, President's Achievement in Education Award recipient, $635 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy and Glenview Adventist Academy Excellence in Music Award. And you, June Lily Tin, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy. I had a private moment with this next student and told him he was an inspiration to me, and I meant that with all my heart. I'm very proud of this young man. He bears my name, Christopher Lee Turner. Graduating with honors, President's Achievement in Education Award recipient, and $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy. And the student that we all believe will lead his own television sitcom on Telemundo one day, Jorge Luis Zavala, 8-year graduate, $400 scholarship from Thunderbird Adventist Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 2021 class at Glenview Adventist Academy.
Violin. Let's honor Cassandra. Thank you. You may be seated. The next recipient is Aziel Perez. If you could please stand. He also was involved in the choir, the select choir and bells, and took piano lessons. Again, these two contributed the most to the success of the music program here at Glenview Adventist Academy. You may be seated. Finally, there is one more person that we need to honor. And I'm going to miss this kid. Circumstances would always prevent this student from fully participating in the music program. You name it, it would happen and he could not continue, whatever it was. But he was itching and determined to get back in as soon as he possibly could. And every time he would come in, he would do an enormous contribution to the music program. And for that, I think it deserves an honorable mention. So Aaron Moncrief, could you please stand to be recognized? Thank you, graduates. We wish you all the best. Continue to make music for the glory of God. Thank you.
Good evening. Well, my heart is full. How about you? My heart is full of pride, of joy, of thankfulness. It is so wonderful what you have accomplished, to hear so many great things going on. Look at this crowd that's here to support you. It is truly evident that you are loved. I hope that somewhere along the lines, too, that you might have felt an element of surprise, because you've heard this probably 1,000 times over the last year and a half, but you have been through a remarkable time in Earth's history. And what may be surprising to you is that it wasn't in your plan. But what's not surprising is that it was in God's plan. And you know, he could have chosen anyone to be in your shoes here. He could have chosen anyone, but he chose you. He knew before you did that you would be here at Glenview Adventist Academy, that you would face a pandemic, that you would have to do these weird things and remote learning and try to figure all that out, that you would miss your friends, that you would have to learn how to adjust at home. He knew all of that, and he chose you. No one else in Earth's history but you to sit in these chairs tonight. He's been preparing you. It's no coincidence. And so I want to challenge you tonight to live up to the light that's been given to you, because you have something special to share. To a very dark world, you have the gift of God's light in your life. In the bags that the Mr. Allison and others have prepared for you, you're going to find 2 books. They're both the same. They're a Steps to Christ book. And they're called sharing books, because guess why? We want you to share them. One, I want you to keep. I want you to read it. And I want over the summer, before you prepare to move on to your next point in your journey, I want you to just read it and spend time with Jesus every day and help your light to grow stronger. And don't let it dim. This world needs your light. And the other one, I challenge you to pray over it, to ask God who he's been preparing, who he's been showing and guiding. And they're ready. They're ready for you to hand them this book and say, I have a friend named Jesus, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Read this book and learn some more about my friend, because he just might be your friend too. So I challenge you to pray and ask God to show you who that person might be. I know there's someone. So as you leave here tonight, amidst all this thankfulness and praise and pride, joy, don't forget about this very special reason that you've been brought here to Glenview Adventist Academy. Not just to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic, but to learn how much Jesus loves you and to share that light with others. Thank you. Really proud of you guys.
Please bow your heads as we celebrate with our God. God, thank you so much for each and every single one of these 8th graders that you have lent to us over this year and all their years here at Glenview. We are so thankful for them. We're proud of them. I ask that as they leave here and go wherever it is that they're going to go, I ask that you will help them to see the plan that you have for them. Help them to reach for that potential that you have given each and every one of them, and help them to be able to see the value in the part that they play in your master plan. As we depart here this evening, I ask for safe travels as we go our ways, and if we are not able to ever meet as this group again, I'm looking forward to the day that we get to celebrate together at the Tree of Life. We love you. We can't wait to see you. Amen.